Buff Nation, what is going on? Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I just got hiking out in Boulder in the snow. Was a ton of fun. But anyways, y'all let me know. How do you feel about Sam Hart coming back home to his home state, filling out the tight end room a little bit? This was a position of need that I was hoping that we could get some more bodies in to compete. Right now, it is an interesting room. You got Shimon Mateer, who I would expect to be the starter, followed by a guy like Luis Passarello, who has had some good productivity in the past. Didn't get to see him really much at all last year because of injury. And then after that, it's been kind of a question mark. We have two guys that are making the transition from playing defense to playing tight end this year, that being Savell Smalls and Morgan Pearson. And so I was really hoping that we could bring in another tight end here, somebody that has experience playing the position, because I still feel like we're a little thin there. Now we're bringing in Sam Hart. So he's played 3 years, or been there at Ohio State for 3 years. He has 2 years of eligibility remaining, and he went to Cherokee Trail High School out here out in Aurora. So just down the road from CU. And let me go ahead and throw on his highlights a little bit. You guys can get an idea of just kind of the player that he was coming out of high school years ago. He was one of the top tight ends in the country, if I remember correctly, 4-star guy, and hasn't recorded a catch yet at Ohio State. He's gotten in 5 games, but that's going to be something that I think he has the opportunity to do here, just because the room is kind of wide open. Just because he didn't play at Ohio State, one, I would not say, hey, this guy's coming in here as the automatic starter, but I would imagine with him being at Ohio State, he has improved in his blocking ability quite a bit. That's something that Ohio State tight ends, they're very well rounded. They're not only receivers in the passing game, but they are bullies in the blocking game as well. And so that's something that I'm hoping that he can bring to this room. Again, we don't really know how well this unit can block. We've seen a little bit from Shimon Mateer. Some Cincinnati fans, I've said that that's something that he could grow in. We've seen Luis Passarello do it a little bit, but I think that's something that I'm hoping to see our group collectively grow in. So that's going to be up to Brett Bartoloni and maybe Coach Loldholtz working with those guys too. But I think this guy could profile as a well-rounded tight end for somebody that can do a little bit in the passing game. Again, he was a 4-star guy coming out a few years ago, hasn't had the opportunity, or hasn't gotten on the field, hasn't had the opportunity to get on the field and get catches. But I would imagine that he's going to come in here and compete for a depth position, and I think that's great. So right now, I think that we should be full on scholarship spots. I think we're at 80 now, looking at the scholarship chart right now. And so it's great that he has 2 years remaining as well. Again, continuity, having guys here for multiple years, that's going to help this program be more successful year over year. And you can see, and like right here, played on both sides of the ball, played defensive end, played tight end. Hopefully he can recapture some of that magic that he had playing high school ball out here at the collegiate level this year. Again, any guy that's been in school but hasn't gotten on the field, you have to wonder why. Sometimes it is due to big time competition, big time talent ahead of you. Other times it's just having trouble making that transition. So it's going to be really interesting to see how guys like Savell Smalls, Morgan Pearson make that transition, along with Sam Hart coming back to Colorado. Sometimes all guys need is a change of scenery. So I do like the fact that he kind of profiles as that Pat Shurmur prototypical pro style type tight end, a guy who can be physical in the blocking game, but a guy who can also be a little bit of a threat in the red zone, as you see right there, and as a receiver if you split out wide a little bit. So y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments on Sam Hart. This is one of those transfers, or that could go under the radar a little bit, but these are the types of transfers we need to hit on. A few of these under the radar transfers, if we're really going to make some serious noise this year in the Big 12. So y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, welcome home, Sam Hart. Happy to have you here in the tight end room. And hey, we'll see how this competition with these five guys now shakes out. I think it's pretty up in the air for the most part. So, y'all let me know your thoughts. Again, Go Buffs. Let's go ahead and take care of the Oregon Ducks, win the Pac 12, and then get ready for March Madness. So, appreciate y'all. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And as always, everybody, Go Buffs.